Hey there. Today is day 16. Yes, day 16 of 90. And okay, so last night we had some company. We had an extra teenage boy, and they stayed up playing video games. And I went to bed, and about 1:30, I heard them. And so I got up and I said, "Hey guys, you're gonna need to wrap it up, blah blah blah." And go to bed. And so I got back in bed. And then at about 3 o'clock in the morning, this alarm goes off in the house. And it wasn't like a nighttime alarm, it was like almost like a smoke alarm, but it was like the worst noise of my life. Casey and I both jumped up. He's like, "What was that?" I don't know. We just bought this house. I have no idea what that was. So we both get back in bed. We start to go back to sleep, and about 5 minutes later, it goes off again. And then about 30 minutes after that, Cohen comes in and gets in bed with us, which rarely ever happens anymore. Since he's older, he hardly ever does that. But he comes and gets in bed with us. So, of course, then I'm tossing and turning. So today is the first time that I can tell you that I woke up and I really was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to go work out. And it didn't have anything to do with the workout. I just wanted to crawl back in my bed and go to sleep. I wouldn't have wanted to go have, ice cream or breakfast or whatever either. I just was so sleepy. And then I had a full day today with friends. And so I didn't, take a nap or anything. And tomorrow's a really busy day too, so I'm going to try and go to sleep and get some rest because I can really tell a difference in my whole attitude about working out when I'm tired. I was there and it's such a mind game. I had to put my music on, and there's this song by Tadashi called Make War. And it's, in it he's talking about making war against your sin. But I was like, imagining making war against my fat and all of that. So anyway, that was literally what got me through the workout today. So I know that there will be days where it's going to be like that, and you just have to make the choice that's healthiest for yourself. And so I'm grateful that I'll have to do that over and over again in this 90 days so that when the 90 days is up and I live the rest of my life, this is day 15 of the rest of my life, that I'll make that choice. I realize, one of the things that I did in the past is if I was sleepy and that kind of night happened, I would just choose to skip the workout. But once you skip, then you continue to skip, and it just becomes okay to not go. So anyway, the food thing. Okay, Paul wants me to eat some real food, stop eating the same things. He only wanted me to do that for the first week. But I kind of have continued to do it because, well, let's just be transparent. When I stopped smoking, I didn't hang around people who were smoking. When I stopped drinking, which was really hard for me, I didn't go to bars anymore. It took me a long time to be around those things. And so the food thing, you can't just not do it anymore. You have to eat. And so I realized for me, I've talked about this before, but this is a real spiritual battle for me. It's the sin of excess, the sin of pleasure, whatever it is. So it used to be drugs and drinking and smoking. And then when I became a believer, I realized those were unacceptable, but I really didn't heal the problem, and I transferred it to food. And so I've been really concerned with trying to come up with meal plans because I felt like that would make me obsess about food again and think about it all the time. But that's not real life either. I mean, I have to think about food and feed my family and all of that. So I welcome any websites or blogs or any of that you guys know that maybe help with menu planning in that area. I feel like the more I think about it and the more I try to make the food taste good, i.e. derive pleasure from it, the more I struggle with my weight. And so I don't want to do that anymore. I'm also about to start reading Love to Eat, Hate to Eat again by Elise Fitzpatrick. She's a biblical counselor. And, look, I'm not who I am if I don't talk about my faith. And so for me, this has just been a real it's a spiritual battle. And so it's one that I know that the Lord is really convicting me of. And so anyway, if anybody wants to join me in reading that, I'm also kind of reading, I was supposed to do a Bible study with these girls, Made to Crave, but summer's crazy and I should never say yes to a Bible study during the summer with a move and vacations and all of that. So if anybody wants to read along, I would love that. That would be awesome. They're both really great books. Anyway, that is kind of my update for today. I did the workout. I ate the food. I would be more than happy, open, and willing to hear your recipe ideas and blog ideas and all that good stuff. Okay? All right. Thanks for tuning in and have a great night.